everyone, and welcome to Sentimental. Welcome back to Sentimental. Welcome to the first episode of Sentimental. It is now 2025, and I have a lot of big dreams and goals for this podcast. So, without further ado, I want to talk to you guys about what it means to be sentimental and why I'm so sentimental. I'm really, everything aside, I'm really excited to be back and doing this podcast because I had a little hiatus because I got a little busy, but I'm really excited to be back and share like a part of me that I think is very important to share with others, and it all leads up to a really big announcement towards the end of this episode, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, why I'm so sentimental. Now, I want to start off by reading off the description of sentimental, like what sentimental means. So, sentimental, according to Google, means of or prompted by feelings of tenderness, sadness, or nostalgia. Now, I think I embody what it means to be sentimental. Not only is this a play on words, sentimental, because it's a mental health podcast, but I think I embody what it means to be sentimental. Ever since I was just a little girl, growing up, just being a part of such a tight-knit family, and, just caring about those that are closest to me has always been most important. And in simplest form, I am sentimental. Sentimental is me. I care very deeply about those that I'm close with, and I don't know, just it's more than being sad and nostalgic. I think it's just having a heightened emotional sense, if that makes sense. But this podcast is not just necessarily about me being sad. It's about embracing the qualities and the traits that you're dealt with, like the cards that you're dealt with in life. So I was burdened with anxiety disorders and ADHD growing up. I also survived a stroke, and there's plenty of other mental health illnesses that I've dealt with growing up, but what I want to say with that is to deal with the cards that you're dealt with. I experience all these things in my life, but I've never let them get hold of me, and I've always played towards my strengths. So, for example, my ADHD, I was diagnosed before it was cool, before it was mainstream, before everyone was like, "Oh, I have ADHD." Ha. It really stemmed from like the first, second, third grade when my teachers noticed that like I didn't check my work and that I failed in some subjects, but I excelled in others. For example, like math. I specifically chose a career that had nothing to do with math, because I just flunked out of every math class growing up. Math and science, they weren't my strongest, but when it came to English and social studies and just communications-based classes and English classes, I excelled. So, yeah, it affected me growing up, obviously, but it just means that, like, I'm more passionate about some things than I am others. So, that's what playing towards your strengths means, and I've always just been an advocate for, like, doing things that you're passionate about and doing things that you believe in, not necessarily, you obviously have to, deal with those things, but you definitely should play towards your strengths because that's what makes you unique, and you not be like everyone else, not following the same current as everyone else, because believe me, growing up, I wanted to be like everyone else. Like, I wanted to be like my best friends. I would try to like be the way that they were, kind of like change my personality to kind of fit towards them and gear towards them. But it wasn't until like a little later in my life that I realized, hey, I'm kind of unique, and I kind of like being myself. So that's kind of what formed me to become so sentimental, and why this whole podcast came about. So I kind of failed in in like the school aspect of my life, but that's why I excel, and I'm more passionate. I'm so passionate right now in life about this and about a really big announcement that I want to make. I am Miss Petite Orlando 2025. Now, what that means is that I am a crown holder for a beauty pageant coming up in a little bit, maybe less than a month. And I want to take Sentimental with me, Sentimental on the road, because I just want to, be the best version of myself that I can be. And I want to encourage others to do that as well. So that doesn't necessarily mean, hey, sign up for a beauty pageant tomorrow. But that just means to be the best version of yourself. So whether that's starting a new hobby or going back to school, not necessarily college, but if you want to pursue other endeavors like cooking, culinary school, trade school, whatever makes you happy. That's basically what I want to preach and what my mission is going into this beauty pageant. I want to encourage others to be the best version of themselves that they can be, because I did it. I embrace the best versions of myself, and I go on day by day just doing that. So I think you can too. That being said, I want to be the voice for a community of people that are like me and who find solace in my stories and my storytelling and my story times. And I want to find people that find hope in my stories and who hopefully find something that they identify with in me. And I want to spread hope, and like I said, I want to encourage people to be the best versions of themselves that they can be, because I did it, so you can do it too. I wanted to thank you for listening to the first episode of Sentimental. Definitely look forward to many things coming soon. Now, this month that we're getting into is going to be amazing, because there is not only my beauty pageant coming up, but there's my birthday, and I plan to do so many things next month, so definitely look forward to that, and hopefully look forward to a lot of videos coming soon. I want to hold myself accountable for making more and more videos and more, stories about like me being sentimental and me being authentic, because it definitely is hard to, bear yourself on social media. Social media is definitely not what it seems. And that's something I learned about social media, that me personally, I never post myself crying or having a nervous breakdown or having like a spaced out ADHD moment, but and a lot of people don't either. So that's what I think is very important to know, that I suffer with that, and you should be wary of the people that you see on social media. I post pictures of me at the beach. I post pictures of me hanging out with friends. Like, you never know what someone's going through on social media. So that being said, look forward to that, to my authentic self coming soon. And, just tips and tricks here and there to help alleviate, the burden that is living, and the burden that some people might share with me. So look forward to that, and thank you guys for watching. Until next time.